for leprosy at age 28, Black Americans who changed science and were written out of history. The last one will shock you. Number 1, Alice Ball invented an injectable treatment for leprosy at age 23 in 1915. She died before publishing her research. A white colleague published it under his own name. The University of Hawaii did not formally acknowledge her contribution until 2007, 92 years after her death. Number 2, Percy Julian synthesized cortisone, making it affordable for millions of arthritis patients worldwide. His home was firebombed twice after he moved into a white neighborhood. He holds over 130 patents. He's not in most chemistry textbooks. Number 3, Otis Boykin invented the control unit for the artificial heart pacemaker. His device has kept millions of people alive since the 1960s. He holds 26 patents. He died in 1982, largely unknown. Most people learning his name today know someone who is alive because of what he built. Number 4, Solomon Carter Fuller was America's first black psychiatrist and one of the world's leading Alzheimer's researchers. He worked alongside Alois Alzheimer himself. His contributions to understanding the disease were erased from its official history for most of the 20th century. Number 5, Marie Maynard Daly was the first Black American woman to earn a PhD in chemistry in 1947. Her research on how cholesterol affects the arteries was foundational to understanding heart disease. She is absent from most accounts of cardiovascular research history. Number 6, Emmett Chappell discovered that living organisms emit light and developed techniques used in NASA's search for life on other planets. He holds 14 patents. He worked for NASA for decades. His name appears in almost no mainstream science curriculum. Number 7, Lloyd Hall revolutionized food preservation by developing curing salts and antioxidants that extended the shelf life of meat, preventing spoilage for millions worldwide. He holds over 100 patents. The food preservation industry he transformed almost never mentions his name. Before I say the last one, make sure to hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 8, Katherine Johnson calculated the trajectories for the Mercury and Apollo missions by hand. John Glenn refused to board his capsule until she personally verified the computer's calculations. Her work was essential to putting Americans in space and on the moon. NASA did not formally acknowledge her contributions until the film Hidden Figures brought her story to public attention in 2016. 54 years after the missions she made possible. She was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2015. She was 96 years old. She died in 2020. She spent most of her career in a building where the bathrooms were segregated by race. She calculated the math that took men to the moon from a segregated bathroom building. In America, 8 Black Americans who changed science and were
Barakatayawa, Barakatayawa Shah, Barakatayawa, Barakatayawa Shah, Barakatayawa, Barakatayawa Shah, by Hashem Rakakwadash. This is your argument, Drill Azil, back with another quick lesson. And you can tell by the opening topic, it's about Jake, man, and we're still this day in the land of our captivity. And you can tell by those, what you want to call, quote unquote, black inventors, which is a proverb, which is more credence that we're under the curses, man. That's why I'm mentioning the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, because we're still in the land of our captivity and still what? Under the curses, man. Any other person would have been recognized and would have gained generational wealth based on the accomplishments that these individuals, these are just a few of many quote unquote black inventors that contribute to a lot of the everyday things that we use in society. There would have been, what you want to call, at these Elon Musk, at these Jeff Bezos, at these, what's this other guy name? All these Edomites that you mentioned, that you hear of now, that are multi-billionaires or whatever you want to call it. they would have been reached that level, man, with the accomplishments that they have done. But see, we're still what? In the land of our captivity, we're still under the curses. And I'm going to go into the book of Deuteronomy 28, and I'm going to start at 38, and it says, thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shall gather but little, for the locust shall consume it. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. And that's Esau Edom, is that worm, man. You know. So you are planning, meaning that they can be equivalent to what you're creating your craft, whether it be, inventing something that will, pretty much inventing something, whether it be a cure for something, whether it be, an invention that can better your life or someone, or in general, the life of your society. You're pretty much planning, meaning that you're putting in work. But you will not be able to what? He said, thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them. You will plant, let's go to the Amplified verse, says, you will plant vineyards and cultivate them, but you will not drink the wine or gather the grapes, because the worm will eat them. So drinking the wine, gathering the grapes, meaning that what? You are reaping what you are sowing, but you ain't going to, in being that we're in the day, we're still in the land of our captivity under these curses, we will not be recognized for the accomplishments that you have done to this, for this society in general, man. Now some Edomite is reaping your reward, man. Because we're under the curses, man. These devils have stolen everything they can from you, and they ultimately what? They stole your nationality, your identity. They're stealing your accomplishments. They're over there now. They have stole your land, man. This devil have done everything he can from, did everything he can do to you, man. We have been obese. That's proof, the more or less in my eyes, that we are what? The people of the Bible, that Yahweh Shai said a remnant will return, and that the true men of Yahweh Shai have been preaching this truth for decades, man. This gives more credence to what? We are those people, because no one else is being done. And that's in the scriptures too. The whole, no one throughout the whole land, to say the least, have been done the way Israel has been done, man. No one has experienced the detrimental, state that we have suffered as a whole people, man, as a people in its entirety, man. No one else on the planet have been done the way we have been done, man. So we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai that we are those people, man, because the curses speak for themselves. And the Lord said, these curses shall be on you for an amendment, and also for hold up, so like it. Get this. Salakia. Bear with me one more moment. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28, standing in 28 is 46. Yeah, that's where it's at. It says right here. Let's go to the 45, Deuteronomy 20, 45. So like it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee until thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever, man. So these are signs and wonders. This is a sign that what? Salakia, this is a sign that what? You are the people of the Bible, man. So we're under these curses for a sign and for a wonder, and they are proof that we are those people, man. You know, no one has experienced the things that the detrimental things that we have experienced as a nation of people, man. You know, and that's only because what we have failed to hearken and take heed of the commandments of Yahweh Yahushua, man. Pretty much obey the commandments of Yahweh Yahushua, and only the true power can do such a thing to bestow upon a people like that, man. Only this can be given by the Most High, man. You know, as well, a punishment for our disobedience. But I'm gonna end off there, man. Hope the body was edified. Till next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wakakwadash. Again, this your argument, Jolazil. Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom, Barakatham, and the Ball. Shalom.